Good morning, future officers. Welcome back once again to Toppers Academy Morung Express newspaper analysis for 22nd October 2025. I hope you all are doing well and maintaining consistency in your preparation. Remember, daily discipline and focus are what transforms ordinary efforts into extraordinary results. In today's session, we will continue to analyze the Morung Express newspaper from the examination point of view. We will go through the key national, regional, and international news into items that are most relevant for your NPSC and NSSP exams, and also discuss how to interpret them analytically for both prelims and mains. We will also learn how to extract important facts, build short notes, and connect each topic with a static part of your syllabus, an approach that strengthens both understanding and retention. So let's begin our 22nd October 2025 analysis and make today's reading session another step forward in your civil services journey. Starting off with our first article, Two Become One. NDPP and NPF merger complete, validated, and legitimized. So this has been in the news for some time that the NPF and NDPP are going to merge together. So it finally happened. The General Convention of the Naka People's Front today it was held and approved the merger of the NDPP, Nationalist Democratic Progressive Party, into its fold through a show of hand by all the active members present, demonstrating absolute ratification of the resolution adopted by the party's central office bearers and Central Executive Council. So yadi voting do tagan inika hat uthakina korise. What is important is which two parties have been merged together recently, which will lead to NPF NDPP to rakhibi. And NPF General Secretary General kun aje achompi mokikon sought the endorsement of the members for the merger of the NDPP, both political and legislature wings. After all agreed to the merger by raising their hands, Kikon declared that the merger of the NDPP with the NPF is complete, validated, and legitimized through the General Convention. The newly elected team of the Central Office Bearers is led by Chief Minister Dr. Nipurio as the President of the NPF. So it is the President of the NPF to kunishe our Honorable Chief Minister Dr. Nipurio. Yati kim por nasugulido PTA in Nagaland. So People's Democratic Alliance in Nagaland la under the Kiki Party ase itu ek par saya sabi. Same thing with this one, National Democratic Alliance at the center. Yati kutu party coalition dia ase, nule partnership dia ase. Aro the next one is NITA, Northeast Democratic Alliance. So itu Northeast Democratic Alliance la under the kiki ne political parties ase ek par you have to make a short note on that one. The next one we have ENCCI renews call for immediate sanction of National Highway 202 two-lane project. The Eastern Nagaland Chamber of Commerce and Industries has renewed its appeal to the state government for urgent approval and commencement of the long-delayed two-lane construction work on National Highway 202. It is also called the Arterial Lifeline, connecting the 6 eastern districts of Nagaland. So yeti par ki important ase kole do National Highway 202 touches how many districts of Nagaland? Aru itu kutu district choi it be sabi. And when you're studying this, you also study how many national highways are there in Nagaland, and also study the longest national highway in Nagaland. Alright, and itu question be repeat kore ge National Highway 29 to kuti ase aro kutu connect kore nole kutu which district touch kore. Okay, so National Highway 29 it will be important ase paal bra if you make a very good and proper note on this one. Opposes only inclusion of the backdoor appointees in the non-NCS quota. GCC clarifies on IS induction. So the Joint Coordination Committee, which comprises of the CNSSCA, CONSCSA, NITA, NSSA, and NFASA, today clarified that it is not opposed to the induction of non-state civil services officers per se into the IAS, but firmly objects to the inclusion of the backdoor appointees in the non-state civil services quotas. Nagaland DGB urges recommitment on Police Commemoration Day. So Nagaland na ite DGB ko na ase Rupin Sharma. Let's look at the article. Along with the rest of the nation, the Nagaland Police today observed Police Commemoration Day with a ceremonial parade at PHQ Police Headquarters Kohima, calling for a renewed commitment to public service. Paying homage to the supreme sacrifice of policemen from all over India, Nagaland DGB Rupin Sharma and several police officers laid wreath to the cenotaph and paid respect to the 186 police personnel who laid down their life in the line of duty during the preceding year. This year, 186 policemen across India have sacrificed their valuable lives while contributing to protect the integrity and security of the nation, he said. Among them was Constable Chandan Das of the 9th NAP from Nagaland, who died in a harness performing his duty with dedication to his last breath. So, ito police commemoration day to kile mane ko lido. The historical significance of the police commemoration day dates back to October 21, 1959. So, ito be mohan police commemoration day do October 21 day hota hai sal mane ase. In 1959, when a CRPF mobile patrol party led by decoy Deputy Central Intelligence Officer Karam Singh was ambushed by the Chinese troops at hot springs in Ladakh. So this hot springs in Ladakh. A total of 10 personnel were killed on the spot and the rest were taken as prisoners. The Chinese forces later returned the bodies of the fallen soldiers on November 13, 1959, and the cremation of the martyr took place the following day at the hot spring located at an altitude of 16,000 feet. In 1960, the heads of police of all the states of India in a conference decided to observe October 21 as the Police Commemoration Day throughout India to honor the sacrifice of all Indian policemen killed in the line of duty. So it will be important na say. So date to kita say 21st October, and the reason to abunyan it is there. So please go through it. Nagaland unity is the only way forward. So let's not go into the political news. The merger of the NDPP with the NPF was where a party with 32 MLAs has joined hands with a party with 2 MLAs, as indeed historic and unprecedented. So it is such a rare incident, and it's a historic incident that 32 MLAs like the party aikina tuita MLA thakala party they merge korise. So which means that we should also know that itu NTPP kiman the MLAs taise 32, and then NPF te tuita MLA taise. iCar Nagaland launches oil seed village initiative. So ये question की is important as बोली तो iCar to किटे establish करेছে India दे, and Nagaland दे iCar to किटे establish करेছে. iCar ला full form तो क्या है? Indian Council of Agriculture Research. And yeah, let's look into the news. The iCar research complex for the northeastern hills region, Nagaland Center, in collaboration with the Krishi Vigyan Kendra. So the Krishi Vigyan Kendra to be ekta notes panabi. Itu kita start hoise aru the Krishi Vigyan Kendra to ki aje. Dimapur and the District Agricultural Office Chumukitima launch an oil seed village. Initiative at the Toyapur village on Thursday. Good day. It was in Toyapur village, oil seed village. Our collaboration between the Krishi Vigyan Kendra Dimapur District Agricultural Office, Aro Aikar Northeast Hill region. The program aims to develop a seed village for production of quality seed of Toria. Seeds of which one? Toria and with linseed. So it important as Toria aro linseed karne. To meet the growing demand in Dimapur and adjoining districts, a release said. The initiative seeks to enhance oilseed productivity and improve farmers' livelihoods through scientific seed production. Dr. H. Kalita, Joint Director of ICAR Nagaland Center, encouraged farmers to adopt scientific method and transform Toyapur into a hub for quality seed production, urging them to view it as a profitable enterprise. As part of the initiative, 2 quintals of foundation seeds of Toria. So sometimes they used to give just the code name, okay? DS38, DS67 is related to which type of a seed? Kulido Toria. Same thing, linseed, LSL 93. And when you're studying this one, you also study what is their scientific name. And especially for rice and wheat. Aru itu puramde during the Green Revolution, itu HYV type to rice laki kita ise aru wheat laki kita ise. That is also important. So always try to connect the current news with your GS papers. That would be very helpful, and that is how you should read the newspaper. Nagaland University researchers find bland compound to treat diabetes, wound, or food ulcers. Researchers at the Nagaland University have identified a naturally occurring plant compound called sinapic acid. A compound that is consisting of sinapic acid as a powerful therapeutic agent that can significantly enable wound healing in patients with diabetes. Sinapic acid is a naturally occurring antioxidant found in various edible plants. The research established that the compound works by activating the SIRT1 pathway, which plays a crucial role in tissue repair, angiogenesis, and inflammation control. The discovery marks a major advancement that could result in safe, natural, and effective treatment for diabetic wound management. We found that a lower dose, 20 grams per kg, was more effective than a higher dose of 40 grams per kg, a phenomenon known as inverted dose response. So the inverted dose response to KZ, it to be a paronian, you should make a short note, okay? Just say a half page with certain examples. An educational trip, Mount Pona experience, correlative, okay. So this is a degree of thought column from the Tetso College. We will not go into the details of the article, but here something is important for exam. Itu ki ase kulido? Itu Mount Pona. Itu Mount Pona to kuti ase kulido? It is in Beren. Okay. Beren te ase Mount Pona to, and talaga height kiman ase itu bi kuti thake 2480 meters above the sea level. The another question that they used to ask is which is the third highest peak in Nagaland? The third highest peak in Nagaland is Mount Pona. So your homework will be Mount Pona is in which mountain range of Nagaland? That will be your homework. Japan Parliament elects Sanei Dakaichi as nation's first female prime minister. Very, very, very important. Japan's parliament elected ultra-conservative Sanai Takaichi as the country's first female prime minister. Japan Day to first female prime minister as a, so it is very important to know. Sanai Takaichi. So who is she going to replace? Takaichi replaces Shikiro Ishiba, ending a 3-month political vacuum and rankling since the Liberal Democratic Party's disastrous election loss in July. A bill to the NPSC, the need for a yearly examination calendar. Ito ek pravunigan time paamde puri lubi. It's interesting. But since it's not that important for our exam syllabus concerned, I'm not going to read it out. Is it not wrong to call the Kachari tribe migrants in Nagaland? So keeping aside the political or the historical perspective, we'll take out some facts and figures from this article, very article. Okay. Kachari is a generic term which comprises of many sub-tribes such as Timasa, Mech, Sonuwal, Diwalalung or Boto, etc. In Nagaland, we have the Timasa. In Nagaland, we have Timasa, Mech, and Sonuwal, who are collectively identified as a single entity and recognized as Kachari. In the state of Assam, different Kachari subtribes are recognized separately, not as Kacharis as here. The origin of the term Kachari is not known to the people still, but the fact of the matter is that along with the Kachari tribals, the Karos, the Karpis or the Mikirs were part and parcel of the greater Timasa Kachari kingdom that existed in the medieval period in Dimapur. So it will be question huti takide ruins of the Kachari kingdom of medieval period. Itu kuti ase gulu Dimapur de. So this is a medieval kingdom. Okay. The present day Timasa, Kachari, Karu and Mikir are remnants of the kingdom thanks to the pioneers of Nagaland who duly acknowledging by having Kachari leaders. So kungun dageshi gulido interim government de from the Kacharis, the late Tepulal Mech. So it will be important hoja mon exam karne Tepulal aro late Tepulal Mech aro late Govinda Paria in the interim Nagaland government. Okay. So interim government Nagaland, which was formed on becoming the state. They went on getting elected as an MLA representing Dimapur in the general elections later and served for several years. Dimapur had a unique status not brought under IL inner line regulation till recently. The declaration of Dimapur as a tribal belt happened in which year? 1979. So it will be another question. Perhaps it is for the betterment towards protection of the tribal people. The history of Assam, E.W. Gayat, Edward Gayat, and references made by some historians shed some light about the kingdom. There exists oral history being told by the tribe and its neighbors. Excavation at the ruined site in Dimapur suggests that the kingdom dates back to the 3rd century AD. The defeat in war with the powerful Ahom king forced the king to retreat to the south. The Ahoms just plundered the Dimapur kingdom and had no plan to rule Dimapur, so they left. The Kacharis, identified as Dimasa people, subsequently moved their capital to Maipang, Dimahasao, and later to Kaspur in the Kachari hills of Assam. And the rest you can continue and read. Global Iodine Deficiency Disorder Day. So Global Iodine Deficiency or Disorder Day to 21st October. This year laga team to a pinch of prevention fighting iodine deficiency today. So iodine to kile important. Iodine is crucial for the production of the thyroid hormones, which regulates growth, metabolism, and brain development. Coit3 is a disease that is caused by the deficiency of iodine. Coit3 a swelling of the thyroid gland in the neck. It is the most visible sign of deficiency, but its hidden effects on mental development are far more damaging. Globally, iodine deficiency remains one of the leading causes of preventable brain damages. From here, the news to important in the sports area. We will conclude with some MCQs that is from the previous classes. Yes, this one. We will do this one. 37 villages in Nagaland recently resolved to protect which of the following national park or sanctuary? It is the Indangi National Park, right? Which band emerged as the champion of the decade to Hornbill India's biggest band battle 2025 grand finale? Nova from Assam. Impatiens rachibiana, a new balsam flower species, was discovered in which state? It is Arunachal Pradesh. Which mission was launched by the government of India recently to promote cotton cultivation? It is Kapas Kranti mission. It is a 600 crore project. Okay. Which team lifted the 25th anniversary edition of the NSF Martyr Memorial Trophy 2025? It is Nagaland United Sports Club. Alright. Now I think that is all for the day. Very interesting. Go through this one if you have some leisure time. So that's all for the day. Study hard, do multiple revisions, make a proper note of all the important points that we have stated while analyzing and reviewing this paper. And all the best, each and every one of you. Have a nice day. See you all tomorrow.